Okay, so here we are, day 2 at SEMA. So it's interesting. Yesterday, a lot of people would come up and ask, so why does my car smell like gas? And, I thought I'd just take a second here to tell you. There's 3 main reasons why a car would smell like fuel when it comes into the garage. The first thing is that the vent line coming from your gas tank always just vents to atmosphere. And I'll depict that here. You got a vent line and it just comes out. Right now we've got it going through our vapor trapper and then it just goes back out to atmosphere. So what happens now, especially with all the LS swaps, a lot of EFI conversions, and frankly just carburetors with a return line going back to the fuel tank. So what happens is you've got your fuel pickup that goes to the carburetor or the engine. You've got your fuel return that comes back for excess pressure that's not needed by the engine. And then you've got your vent line. So what happens, especially now with all the modern EFI conversions, LS swaps, put a Coyote in your Bronco, what have you, what happens is you've got that constant flow of fuel going from the gas tank or the fuel cell up to the engine and then back to the tank. That constant flow of fuel is creating more pressure, more vapors that are going out the vent line. And if you don't have a charcoal canister hooked up, what happens is it just goes out into the atmosphere. It goes into your garage, smells your garage up. What more happens after you've been driving your car, depending upon how even your exhaust is routed, how your fuel lines are routed up by the engine, what happens most often is that the gas gets hot. Yesterday we were talking with a gentleman who actually used an infrared in his fuel tank when he came back from a drive, and his gas was 150 degrees. So what happens then is you park your car in the garage, the fuel is 150 degrees, you shut the engine off, and that gas is just continuing, as it's cooling down, it's gassing off, and it's creating pressure, which is pushing the gas fumes out the vent line into your garage, which you walk out in your garage and there you go. Your garage just smells like gas. And so the third thing then would be how you route your, even your exhaust system and such. For instance, we have a car in the shop that's got a 67 Corvette, and the 2 mufflers sit right next to the gas tank. When the owner of that car comes back from a rally, he was out on the Copper State, come back from the rally, goes and pulls in the gas station, pulls the gas lid off, and gas actually sprayed out at him. And again, what's happening is that fuel is getting so hot that it's creating pressure, and it's unfortunately, like on a 67 Corvette, it just has that little vent hole in the gas cap. It doesn't have an exterior vent. So what we're going to have to do is drop that tank out, add a vent line, put a vapor trapper in, and then he'll be fixed. So I guess in a nutshell, that's why your garage smells like gas. You'll never get rid of it. The tank's always going to vent, and that's why we developed the vapor trapper. The vapor trapper, with its proprietary blend of charcoal media, it traps all that gasoline fumes and vapors, and now your garage won't smell like gas anymore. Come on out to SEMA. We're in booth 24777. Come see us. Take care. Bye.